Hey everyone, RogueGold here. If you could not tell by the title of the video, we are sitting down today for one simple fact, that being that we passed 100,000 subscribers here on the channel. And although I feel like a broken record having set it at 1,000, 10,000, 13,000, 27,000 all the way until right now, thank you so much for making that happen. I got a few things I want to talk about in this video. I did dig up some old footage for kicks here in the background, so apologies for the 30 FPS, but hopefully you'll enjoy a look into the division's past. You know, it's a bit of a retrospective today. Now, I'll be honest, I have recorded this video twice now, and started the edit on it and then scrapped the entire thing. I don't really enjoy making these kinds of videos, right? Not because I don't want to express my appreciation, it is endless, but I feel as though very often they just turn into people talking about their own accomplishments, and it's a lot of me. There's nothing wrong with that, right? You can do whatever you want on your channel. I just don't love to do that personally, but hopefully third time is the charm here, right? I'm going to make this video one way or another because this is a huge deal. It cannot be understated. And look, I won't sit here and lie to you all. I am very proud of the work that I've put into this channel, and to see that pay off in the form of us now hitting this milestone, it's incredible. But at the same time, it cannot go unrecognized how vital each and every one of you who are listening to this, or the people who are not listening to it and have subscribed anyway, how crucial you all have been to that success, right? Without you subscribing, without you watching the videos, commenting, doing all of the things that you do to enable and support me, this would not have happened. We would not have gotten to 100,000 subscribers. I would not be able to do this as regularly and consistently as I do. I mean, it's simply amazing. You all have given me so much. Obviously, at times like these, you kind of think back on the journey it took to get here, and it's been kind of a crazy journey. When the Division 1 came out, believe it or not, I was 14 years old. And I remember those first few months after launch, getting home after school, jumping in the dark zone with a bunch of my friends. Frankly, being a to other players, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just having fun. Then somewhere along the way, I got the bright idea to make a YouTube channel, right? I know I've said this before in many videos, but my goal with this channel was always just to create a platform for discussion. My friends and I would sit there for hours talking about different changes we would like to see to the game, what we thought of the latest patch notes, or all that stuff. And I thought, I'm sitting here watching these bigger creators basically do the same thing. Why not take these discussions that I'm having and put them online and see if other people want to talk about it? That's truly where it all began, and just about 7 years after posting my first ever video, we're here today at 100,000 people in this community. And to me, one of the coolest things is that while I started out my interest in the Division purely because of its gameplay and because of the PvP component to the Dark Zone, and don't get me wrong, those are still some of my biggest passions today with the game, but along the way, getting to know the community behind the game, becoming a part of it myself, forming different bonds and friendships with people that I had never met in real life, learning about the game's lore, enriching myself within the world that's been created, it's just been such a fulfilling experience. And I say this without hyperbole, I could not picture my life as it is today without this side of it, right? Of course, the Division games themselves are the backbone of that, but you all who watch the videos that I make, who engage with my stuff, make that what it is, right? And the timing of this is crazy. I mean, just the other week, I got the opportunity to go to Massive Entertainment to preview the upcoming Battle for Brooklyn DLC, partake in workshops for the future of the game. That kind of stuff, if you told 14-year-old me, who at the time couldn't even sign up for ETF Alpha or Bravo because I was too young, I would have absolutely died to know that that is something that I was going to be able to achieve one day in the future. And so, you know, this is really one of those moments where I think that words fail to describe my gratitude, right? As cheesy as it sounds, all I can say to you all is thank you so much for making not just my dreams come true, but that 14-year-old me, right? Who jumped into the Division 1, who loved these kinds of games already, and who had that idea of, what if I could make this happen? Thank you so much. All right, well, hopefully I don't go and scrap that portion in the next 30 minutes when I go to edit this. But let's transition for the rest of this video to talking about what's next, right? Is there anything notable happening for us hitting 100,000? Well, for the past several months, actually, I've been working on a bit of a rebrand for the channel. This is part of why I've been so busy. If you've ever DM'd me on Twitter, Discord, whatever, and it takes me like 2 days to respond, I just have a lot going on. What that rebrand entails, we're looking at a new logo and banner for the channel, looking at a new intro, a new outro, new merch line. Unfortunately, we hit this milestone a bit sooner than I expected, so all of that is not quite ready to launch. Hopefully I will have that all out by the time that Brooklyn is here at the end of the month. But yeah, it's been fun to work on that stuff. I felt like this is a pretty good time to Do you all hear that? Sorry, I must be hearing things. But yeah, you might have noticed that I took like the merch store down a few months ago. That was in preparation for the... Okay, what are we hearing? Oh, I see what this is. You all thought I didn't see the comments over the years of people saying that the old intro was far superior in every way, shape, and form to the current one. I'm not blind, I see it. Alright, well, as part of the 100k rebrand, I went ahead and made a, let's say, spiritual successor to the old intro that we used to use here on the channel. I hope you all like it. If not, there goes all that time trying to put it together. But here's a sneak peek of the new intro. Alright, like I said, let me know what you think of it down below. Hopefully you liked it. But yeah, whenever the full rebrand is finally ready, I will of course kind of announce some of those things. When the new merch store goes live, I do plan to do some giveaways of stuff on there to help celebrate, give back to you all a little bit. But yeah, content-wise here on the channel, nothing's changing. As you all know, I'm here for the Division. I've said it time and time again, this channel exists purely out of my passion for the Division, so we're not going anywhere. As always though, it is a continual process that I work to refine my craft in the videos and stuff that I put out. If that hasn't been clear to anyone watching, then always feel free to reach out to me with feedback or thoughts you have on the stuff that I do release. It would be very appreciated. Well, my friends, I think that about does it. One more time, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for getting us to 100,000. That is such a huge deal. I will share pictures of the silver play button once that arrives from YouTube. But yeah, at the end of the day, nothing's changing. I'm still here on the grind, making the videos, and I hope to have the privilege of your viewership for many years to come. But for everything you've done up until now, thank you. I will see you all back very soon, and until then, RogueGold out.